Before we jump into the course, let me brief you the agenda of the course and how we'll take this course forward. Let me set the expectations first on what you will learn in this course. So, this is the agenda. We'll start with the basics of Hibernate. We'll see what is a ORM, what is object relational mismatch, and what is Hibernate. I'll show you how to configure Hibernate, the various configuration files like configuring data source and Hibernate mapping file, etc. How to create a session factory and sessions, how to perform CRUD operations, and while explaining how to perform CRUD operations, I will show you what happens internally. Whenever you are performing any operation, it creates a session. What is happening inside a session, we'll dig deep into it and we'll understand the basics. Then we'll see the various ways to update an entity using update and merge and difference between them. I'll show you basic HQL queries, how to fire HQL queries, Hibernate queries, and what are named queries. Then we'll discuss deep about the life cycle of entities and various states, life cycle states. I will introduce you to Hibernate and I'll introduce you to JPA and we'll see various annotations in JPA. And I'll show you how we can use Hibernate as a JPA implementation. We'll work on a program. And I'll show you various identity generation strategies used in JPA and Hibernate. Once we are confident on all these basics, then we'll move on to how to map compositions using XML annotation configuration. Then how to map collection of value types, collection of simple value types and composite value types using both XML and annotation configuration, and also using set and list. Then we'll move on to collection of entity types, how to map unidirectional many to one association, and here I'll show you various queries and fetching strategies which you can learn. And I will discuss about unidirectional one-to-many association using both XML and annotations, and bidirectional associations using list and bag and set. Then we'll finally end up with many-to-many association and one-to-one association. I'll be discussing all the strategies and the best practices here. Then we'll move on to mapping inheritance. There are 4 strategies in mapping inheritance. We'll discuss all the strategies in detail, advantages and disadvantages, and I'll also discuss how to take a decision about which strategy to use. I'll show you how to actually use bag and ID bag, what are the differences between bag and ID bag. I'll also show you how to configure optional associations. Then I'll show you how to configure composite keys. Then we'll see 2 levels of caching, first level cache and second level cache. I'll give you details about second level cache with practical examples. Then I'll show you how to manage transactions in Hibernate. I'll show you how to use optimistic locking and pessimistic locking and various other configurations. Then I'll show you how to perform batch operations using a stateless session, how to use filters, and then we'll dive deep into HQLs, how to write various HQL queries and the API. Then I'll show you how to use criteria API to create queries dynamically. And we'll also be discussing various fetching strategies and best practices in this course. So this is all about the agenda and the topics which I will be covering in this course. And with this course, I will be sharing you a workspace. So this workspace contains 2 projects for every topic. One is solution project and another is start project. So for every topic, after I complete any video, you'll have to work on a start project. How to work on a start project? You'll be given detailed instructions in this lab documentation. What are all the steps to be done? Step by step, I give you here documentation. By following this documentation, you have to complete the to-dos given in this projects and then arrive at the solution. Don't worry, if you have any doubts, you can always refer to the solution. Solution contains all the configurations in detail. So we'll be having a lot of projects. If you see here, we'll be working on all these projects step by step, and after every video you'll be working on a start project uh, where you can try it on your own and try to analyze whatever I've spoken in the videos. So that's about the agenda and the expectations. Hope that is clear. Let us get started with our actual course in this next video. See you in next video.